Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the March love prediction. So excited for this video. Can we just talk about how beautiful these cards are? They totally match the rose quartz and amethyst that we have over here, and I'm just living for that right now. Anyway, I'm so stoked that you guys are here. I love you guys so much. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown of how it works. So we basically have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn to. Once you're done choosing your pile, you can skip ahead and you can scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. Then you can skip ahead to your personal reading. If you guys like to pick with crystals below the cards, I'm going to be throwing some crystals on there right now. So let's get some crystals on there. All right, guys, so now we have some crystals below these cards. Over here we have some bismuth. This is some regular quartz. This over here is ruby and matrix, and this is rainbow moonstone. So pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn to. Once you're done choosing your pile, you can scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, so you can skip ahead to your personal March reading for love. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so pile number 1, this is going to be your March love prediction. So let's get started. All right, so pile number 1, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we have the Empress over here reversed. We have the 5 of Wands right side up. We have the 3 of Wands reversed and the 8 of Wands reversed. So first, are you guys feeling some sort of way right now? Like, this is kind of feeling like either like, I'm picking up either some regret, some feeling of loss, some feeling of hurt, kind of trying to get over something. Like maybe there's some disagreements happening. Maybe there's some regrets of something that was like done or said. Or is this feeling like a little bit tipsy-turvy right now? So I feel like this is what you guys are going through at the moment. And we're going to see how March is going to progress because of this. So in the moment with the Empress reverse, this is feeling like lack of motivation, can't really get up off of your butt because there's lots going on in your mind. You feel like you can't really care for yourself properly at the moment. And I'm just being honest what I see, guys. We're doing like the most honest readings now. And I don't want you guys to take tarot readings so seriously. Like, you can change what's in the cards based on what I'm telling you. With awareness can come change. So anyway, this is just be aware of the current energy that is flowing at the moment. So this is kind of like not really feeling like we want to get up. We don't feel like we have a lot of inspiration at the moment because we are being trapped. And since we're specifically talking about a love prediction for March, this is kind of feeling like, I don't know, maybe are you guys regretting something? Are you guys regretting saying something? Are you guys regretting doing something? Are you guys feeling like some type of way in March? Like, this is what this is alluding to. 5 of Wands over here definitely says there's some sort of disagreements. There's some sort of like energy where you guys aren't understanding each other, or there's an energy within you that's like, oh, I really want to do this, and then there's a side of you that's like, no, don't do that, don't do it. It's a bad idea. As you can see, these lines are kind of like in a bit of a conflict, and so this is like, this can be an inner conflict for sure, of you being kind of like really wanting to take some sort of action, but then you're stopping yourself. Or this can be talking about an actual person in your life that you are having a bit of a quarrel with at the moment. Some disagreements are happening. Then we have the 3 of Wands reversed, which is again talking about someone in your life, and I feel like this person is like leaving your life, or someone has made a decision to exit the conversation. You know, so-and-so has left the chat room. That's the vibes that I'm getting for this. I shouldn't even be laughing. That's not. I have so much energy lately, guys. I don't even know what to do with myself. So if I seem very energetic, that is why. But the 3 of Wands being reversed, this is like, yeah, like the path that you thought you were going to be on is no longer that path. You thought you were going to be on a specific trail, and that trail is no longer looking like, it's not how you planned it to go. Plans are changing. This is like plans are changing. They're swifting around really quick. The 8 of Wands over here is like, again, the trajectory that we thought we were going to go in is all of a sudden changing. And there's like this inner conflict of, should I return to the past? Should I return to the original plan? Should I go back to that? Should I try to make that old thing work again? What do I do? This is a confusing energy. 8 of Wands being reversed is like, do I reach out to this person? Do I send that text message? Being upside down is kind of like that inner conflict of being like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. So there's this inner side of you that's like, I don't want to do it. But should you? I don't know. We'll see what comes up in the rest of the cards, I guess. So, our next two cards. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel, and then we have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. So, ooh, yeah. So, fill up your well over here. Definitely, this is time to fill up your cup. If you're feeling drained, because Empress reversed, you're feeling a bit drained right now, and you're not putting enough focus on yourself. So right now your energy feels gone. And so right now, the month of March, the advice from the cards is you need to start filling up your cup so that you can feel full again. And in that fullness, you will all of a sudden, the conflict is going to disappear once you fill up your cup and you feel really good. All of this stuff that's going on right now will disappear. Then we also have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. Again, this is talking about do something that's going to make you feel good. Do something that's going to put you in a good mood. Because right now, being focused on this, you're creating more of this. You're following, like law of attraction. If you're focused on the negative, you keep attracting the negative, which then makes you feel more negative, then you attract more of it, blah, 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 blah. It's a whole spiral. So instead, completely break the spiral of this current energy. Fill up your well, fill up your cup. Get some rest, refuel yourself, do the things that you love, do something that inspires you, do something that's fun to you, go out with friends, go have a little dance party, maybe turn on some music, have a dance party on your own so you can just shift your vibration and get into a happy state, because this is what is going to help you the most right now. And I feel like it's going to sort out whatever conflict that is going on in your mind right now. The next two cards that we have is Jupiter and the Moon. So, Jupiter over here is expansion, so you need to expand your own energy at this time. And then with the moon, you really need to withdraw into your own emotions and really figure out your emotions. And you need to expand that. Jupiter also talks about communication as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if the cards are also telling you that you need to express your emotions. Once you sort out the emotions, of course, you need to figure out the emotions first, shift your energy into a good state. Once you're in that good state and you've thought about what your emotions are, it's time to then, take action on those emotions and expand on them, and good fortune comes from that. Jupiter is all about, blessings, wishes, getting what you want, that kind of stuff. Your answer will come to you once you shift your vibes into a good state, which I feel like you'll be doing around mid-March. Once you're in that good state, I feel like you're going to understand your emotions so much clearer. And through that clarity, that's the time where you are supposed to expand that energy and let it go. For some of you guys, I feel like this is happening around the beginning of March, around March 3rd-ish, I'm feeling for some of you guys. And then the other half of you guys, I feel like this is happening more around March 16th. So definitely go based on the flow of you, but this is definitely a shift is happening. Half of you in the beginning of March, half of you by the middle of March, where you guys are just going to finally feel your emotions, get them sorted out, and expand. This is definitely about expanding on those emotions in a way of being able to express. The next two cards that we have here, we have Deception reversed, and then we have Wedding right side up. This is kind of interesting. So Deception being reversed over here. Right now you're seeing things in a false light. So you might be seeing things and you think that it's causing a conflict when it is not. The fact that Deception's upside down, it is in fact not causing a conflict. And if you guys just shifted your vibration, been able to sort out your emotions, express those emotions, you'll realize that things are actually okay. Things are really, really good. There's no deception here. Right now you're seeing things in a falsehood, and if you just sort out your own emotions, express your emotions in a positive way, you will literally sort out your current false beliefs and come to terms with, there's no conflict. And things are going to end up being really, really good for you guys. There's the wedding card over here. So for half of you guys, I feel like this is like a makeup with whatever person that you guys are inquiring about. So this can either be you guys getting back together. It could also be that you guys are just like all of a sudden on the same page. This is like really getting on the same page as each other, like really feeling each other and being like, okay, I understand. This can also mean getting back together with somebody once all this stuff is sorted out, because all of a sudden you see your emotions in a clear light, you understand what's actually going on. Right now you believe something that might be technically false, in fact, that we have deception reversed. So whatever you're thinking is going on right now might not actually be happening. And then we have the makeup card. So I mean, that's pretty good. So for some of you guys, I definitely feel like it's an actual makeup. For those of you, half of you are more on the lines of, you know, making up in the sense of like things are okay between you two now. And then for half of you, it's actually like really getting back together with this person. Interesting stuff. And then we have the sandpiper spirit, be playful. So right now is not a time to let your emotions get the best of you. Now is not a time to start quarrels or arguments. Right now is a time to enjoy yourself, fill up your cup, get in that dancing mood, express that good stuff, express your deep emotions, but in a positive light. Be playful about it. Yeah, this is definitely saying like have fun with it. Don't approach the situation in anger. Don't approach it in anything else. Sort out your own emotions first. Come there with like a playful spirit. I think you're gonna realize by the end of March, things are all good, and it's almost like laughing after. When I see the sandpiper spirit, I see you guys at the end of March laughing about this whole situation, and not in a negative way. Like I see you guys laughing about it in like a wow, that just happened. Like, why did we do that? That's so silly of us. Oh my God. Like I see it more in that kind of light. And then let's move on to our last two cards. So we have Volcano reversed. I don't know where to put this card. I'm gonna put it over here, I guess. And we have, so have Volcano reversed, and then we have Lotus Flower upright. This is actually a very positive reading. It started off looking kind of negative, guys. This is a very positive reading. So Volcano being reversed is kind of the same as Deception being reversed. You guys might feel in the beginning of March like you really want to say something and you really want to explode about something, and it's just like, ugh, I have to get this out. I have a lot of energy, like, ugh. There's something that's really bothering you guys. But it's upside down. So I feel like you're literally gonna realize once you sort out your emotions, once you finally express those emotions, open up to communication, after you've finally become good with yourself again, you're gonna realize that this was so silly. It wasn't how you saw it in the first place. It's all just silliness. The truth will unfold. You'll realize that there's no reason to be mad in the first place, and you're gonna laugh about it eventually. And I feel like things are gonna be Gucci by the end of March. And yeah, Lotus Flower is definitely giving me like these good vibes. Everything just feels open again by the end of March. You're gonna feel full again by the end of March. Like your cup is full, love is full. You feel like you've made up everything, and like things are back to their good stage by the end of March. So that is how I'm feeling for you guys for the month love prediction. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, so pile number 2. If you guys chose this pile, this is gonna be your March love prediction. So let's get started. All right, so pile number 2. This is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we do have more prominent reversals, but I will say, I know a lot of you guys comment down below and you're like, oh no, I picked a pile with a lot of reversals. Sometimes reversals are actually better than the right side up card. So I do want to say that. A lot of you guys are like, oh no, it makes more negative cards appear. Not true, because then the negative cards become a lot better and become kind of good cards, you know what I mean? So in your case, this is actually a positive reading. So it's a good thing that we have these reversals. Yeah, so don't ever be worried about reversals. They have their own purpose, their own message. It just goes deeper into the reading. The 9 of Swords being reversed we have over here. Then we have the Moon being reversed. We have the Hangman right side up. And then we have the 6 of Swords reversed. So getting into what this is, the 9 of Swords being reversed right off the bat over here. The 9 of Swords right side up is having a lot of insomnia, having a lot of worries. There's a lot going through your mind. Questions are left unanswered. You're wondering a lot. This is also being stuck in fantasies, not being able to sleep because you want something to go a certain way. It's like really trying to control the outside world. In March, though, since this is upside down, I really feel like you guys are finally letting go of something that's been really bothering you, and answers will be revealed, because the Moon right side up, when it is right side up, which it's not in this case, but when it is right side up, this means like things are hidden. It's really hard for us to kind of navigate. There's only a little bit that we see. Therefore, you know, we're staying up having a lot of questions because the 9 of Swords. But since it's reversed, This is the opposite. This is things getting revealed to us. So I feel like in the month of March for you guys, big things are going to get revealed. Things that are keeping you up at night right now, questions that are going through your mind, fantasies that you're wishing you could have, thoughts that you're wishing you could control. You're going to get the answers for those in March. They're all of a sudden going to become revealed to you in the month of March. The Hangman, though, coming next, this is kind of saying that it's hard for us to take action, and so we're going to get these answers, and it's really, I think, going to cause a lot of thinking to happen. And even though we're less stressed because we're not having insomnia anymore, we're not worrying about it, it causes a whole other bag of goodies of being like, ooh, now I have a decision to make. Now I have crossroads to make. It might even make you feel stuck for a little bit because you won't know what to do once you find out the truth behind something, or like you realize something, you come across a big epiphany, something like that. It's gonna cause you to think quite a bit about your love life. So if you guys are in a relationship, you're going to be thinking about that. If you guys are single, maybe there's someone you had a crush on that you're going to be thinking about that. Maybe if you guys didn't have a crush on anybody, all of a sudden you will, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, wait a minute, what is going on? So somehow something is going to get revealed to you. You're going to see something in a new light, and it's going to cause you to feel a little stuck and unsure about where to go. But we're going to get deeper into this. Six of Swords being reversed next. This is kind of like, do I go back to this? Do I go backwards? Do I stay the same? Or do I move forward? It's kind of like an unsurety of like, I'm not sure how to navigate this. And it's almost like I don't care what advice people tell me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's correct. Do I go backwards or do I go forwards or do I stay still? Month of March, though, is about standing still because we have the Hangman, but we're going to get a little bit deeper into it because maybe the end of March has something different to offer for you guys. Maybe there's going to be more to happen. So our next card over here is Trust the Niggle. And then we have Pillar of Light, but reversed. So with these cards, Trust the Niggle over here, you guys are having like this internal feeling. You guys almost know the answer to something. It's going to get revealed and cause a lot of questions to happen, but your inner gut is almost telling you something, and you really need to listen to what your gut is telling you, and you need to trust it, see what happens, go with the flow of that, and see how it unfolds. Pillar of Light being reversed right now is kind of like, sometimes we're not feeling like we're shining the brightest, or we feel like we don't have all of the answers, because Pillar of Light, like light is like what sheds the light on certain things. We see things clearly. But I feel like the month of March is a lot of questions. There's a lot of things going through your mind. Is that a bad thing? No, because questions then lead to answers eventually. So it's not a bad thing. Life is all about seeking and finding and seeking and finding. So the next two cards that we have over here is the third house, and then we have Mars. Okay, so the third house over here, this talks about communication. You need to communicate about your ideas. You need to communicate what's been going on for you. You need to communicate what's been happening for you. This is all about communication and pure, honest communication. So this can mean you talking to your partner, or you talking to someone that you're constantly thinking about, or you talking to your friends about your love life. This is just being really open and honest and vulnerable towards the people that you really feel like you need to talk to. So trust your gut. You probably need to talk about a few different things. It'll definitely leave you questioning a lot, but this will lead you to your answers eventually. Third house is also about getting answers. And I see this phone hugely right here, so I feel like you guys really need to phone someone. Like majorly, you really need to have a phone call or have a talk with somebody. This is hugely indicating like you need to, there's something important that you need to say. You need to say it. And then we have Mars over here. So this, Mars is about taking action. You are, like, the Hangman coming up, this is a stagnancy. We're not taking action. But then we have Mars coming up, and so there's this conflict of like, you have to take action while also not taking action, is what the cards are saying. And so let me define this a little bit more for you so that it's less conflicting. Basically, are you supposed to make a decision right now? No, because we have the Hangman. But are you supposed to take action? Yes. Because in the action, you're going to find more answers that then eventually when you do need to make your decision, then you can make the decision. But right now it's about taking action to find answers, but not making decisions exactly in the month of March. And so if there's a big choice that you guys need to make, it is not the time to do that. Not yet, anyway. The next two cards that we have is engagement, right side up. That's pretty big. And then we have attraction, right? That's attraction. Yeah, attraction, but reversed. And so the fact that we have Mars right here and then attraction being reversed, this is a very conflicting energy once again. I feel like you guys are at a crossroads and there's really like a 50-50 in front of you and you're not sure where to go. Trust me, your answers will be coming to you, but it's a time of gathering information instead. I feel like you guys are in a place where you're like confused because you feel so passionate. Mars is like, I feel passionate. There's an energy. There's like I really feel like a ton of energy. But then attraction being reversed over here is like, but do I want to put my energy right there? Like, I feel like you guys are almost being pulled energetically somewhere and you feel like this sense of like, I need to be over here. But is it where you want to be? Is it where your gut is telling you that you need to be? There's a lot happening. Ooh. Then we have engagement. Engagement says below it, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I feel like you guys are at this interesting crossroads where you either need to commit fully, finally, or you need to break it off entirely. So this is the crossroads that I feel like you guys are at. So you either need to step in fully or step out fully. And March is all about that decision. Good luck, you guys. Good luck. We all go through this, though. I'm not trying to, yeah. I mean, like, this is life right here. Life throws these lovely things at us that we then need to deal with. So don't feel like you're alone in this. I feel like all of us eventually go through this once in our lifetime at least, maybe multiple times. But yeah, definitely engagement's telling me that you guys are at this interesting level of like, either you put all your feet in or you don't. Like, there's no dipping your toe in the water and trying it out. Like, you either do it or you don't. That's definitely the energy I'm feeling from this pile. Whew, it's intense. The next card that we have is the Groundhog Spirit reversed. Let me just read what it says on it. It says, time to let go, but it's reversed. So is it time to let go? Is it? Those are the major questions that are going to be popping up in the month of March for you guys. So Groundhog Spirit being reversed. Groundhogs usually pop their head out. And don't they come around in the month of March or something like that? Or like April? I believe it's March. So it's interesting that you guys have that coming out right here. So this is like, do I pop my head out right now? Yeah, no, probably not. It's upside down. So, I mean, I guess you're staying underground for a little bit, trying to sort out your emotions. Because you really need to decide without just popping out. Because I feel like Groundhog's really giving me this message of like, don't just pop out and say the first thing that's on your mind. Because I feel like you guys might have been doing that where you just pop out and you just say like, I'm feeling this now, so I'm doing this. Like, that's not stable. You really need to sort out your feelings before making big decisions. So before you make the next big decision about whether you should be all in or not, really take the time, stay underground for a little bit, sort out your emotions until you see them very clearly. You can communicate about them. Don't make any major decisions yet, though. Engagement, though, being right side up, definitely like, you really need to decide whether or not you want to fully pop in that, you know? Our next two cards are both right side up. We have Music, which is Harmony, and we have Dragonfly, which is Emergence. So finally, by the end of March, you guys, okay, so most of March, at least for the good half of the beginning of March, I feel like is staying underground, really sorting out your feelings. But the fact that we have Emergence as our last card, finally by the end of March, it's time to make that decision. It's time to come out of your hiding place. It's time to really step forward, and I feel like you guys are going to have a decision by the end of it. I feel like everything's going to be in harmony. You're going to have it figured out. It's going to really piece together by the end of March. You're really going to have your answers by the end of March, and you're not going to feel distracted. You're not going to feel up in the air about it. You're not going to feel unsure. Like music, harmony coming up, like this is like two people are playing their instruments together and they're matching perfectly. So you and this person are going to come to a complete understanding space of whether you guys are fully committing or fully not committing. And it's really emerging with the surety of this and just the true knowing of whether or not this is going to be a thing or not. So I'm definitely really feeling that for you guys who chose this pile. That is definitely the message I'm getting here. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, so pile number 3. I swear I keep doing the crazy accents lately. Pile number 3. This is your March love prediction. So let's hop right into it, starting now. All right, so pile number 3, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. We start off with the 2 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Cups, then we have the Page of Cups reversed, and then we have 2 of Cups right side up. So lots of cup energy. Wow, guys, we have the 3 of Cups, Page of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. Like, woo! Crazy. Starting off with the 2 of Pentacles, though, this is kind of an interesting energy. This is trying to balance maybe love and work life. This is trying to balance personal life plus love life, trying to find how both of them fit together. It's also balancing a lot of things. Maybe there's a lot of obligations. Maybe you want to see friends as well. And if you guys are single, this is maybe balancing friendship or your dating life with your personal life, you know, balancing all these things. It's just is a balance tactic. The fact that it's right side up, I do feel like things are going to go okay. Yes, it's still like we still have to put effort towards balancing all of these, but I see it going quite well for you guys. The 3 of Cups over here, I definitely see you guys hanging out with friends a lot in the month of March. I do feel like your love life is definitely going to be hanging out with friends quite a bit, and I feel like there's lots of good times to be had in the month of March, especially when it comes to friendships. This could also be being invited to a lot of different parties in March and stuff like that. Page of Cups being reversed, this can indicate that we feel a little bit less romanticized in the romance department, especially in the beginning of March. Or it could just happen for a period, a moment of 1 week in the month of March. I definitely feel like this is more of like 1 week in the month of March. We're feeling like less romanticized. Like if you guys are in a relationship, this is kind of like, whoo, we're not seeing each other or going on dates as much as we should be. That kind of thing. So that's that. If you guys are single and this is popping up, this is more of like, ooh, I'm really, you know, where are the people? Where is my date? I don't have a date right now. What's going on in my love life? It's kind of like that. Or it's like we don't have anyone we're interested in right now. But again, if you guys are in a relationship, this is just saying like there's going to be like 1 week out of this month where I feel like you guys are definitely going to feel a bit like, what's going on? Why aren't we going on dates and stuff? So definitely a little bit of that energy. The 2 of Cups being right side up at the end, though, if you guys are in a relationship, things are going to be looking quite nice at the end of March. I feel like dates are going to be happening. I feel like you guys are going to sort out these kind of like, you know, balance issues, and things are going to look very good by the end of March. 2 of Cups here, like I feel like you guys are doing something really special with a loved one. I feel like things are really nice. If you guys are single, I do see you guys going on a special date by the end of March for sure, or someone's coming into your life and you're going to be like going on that date. Definitely, if you guys are single, I definitely see somebody coming into your life that you're going to go on a date with by the end of March for sure. So definitely be on the lookout for that, you guys. If you're single, again, if you're in a relationship, it looks like you guys are going on some fun little romantic little something, which is exciting. Our next 2 cards is Inner Temple reversed, and then we have Wait, Postpone, Say No. So Inner Temple being reversed over here. This is again dealing with the balance that you guys are having. How do you balance personal life with your love life right now? It's a little bit feeling like, the Inner Temple might have to be put on the back burner so that we can have enough time for our friends, so we can have enough time for our loved ones and stuff like that. So sometimes, you know, we have to make little sacrifices here and there so that we can balance things out. And maybe in the month of April, maybe put some more towards yourself, that kind of thing. Moving on to this card over here, Wait, Postpone, Pause, Say No. So this card over here, if anything kind of like destructive comes up, if any destructive feelings, like maybe because we have the Page of Cups reversed over here, this is kind of showing me like, you know, if you're feeling like your partner isn't giving you enough time, don't burst out about this. Like, deal with it in a loving manner. Deal with it in like a, let's go and do something fun. Like, instead of getting mad at somebody, instead of getting mad at yourself, enjoy yourself. Approach things with love. And then things are gonna, the outcome will be love. However you approach a situation will determine the outcome. If you approach the situation with lightning bolts, you can expect the outcome to be lightning bolts. If you approach a situation with love, you can expect the outcome to most likely be love. So definitely seeing that a little bit in the cards over here if you guys are feeling any type of way. This is also telling me that if you guys are single, like, don't jump into anything right away. Like, take a breather. Yes, you can go on a date. I do see you guys going on a date. Don't let the sparks of that date make you jump into something new right away, though, if you guys are single. The next two cards that we have is Venus, which is very exciting. And then we have in Pisces. Ooh, all right. So Venus coming up. This is the planet of love and beauty. So you guys who chose this pile, if you guys are single, I definitely see someone coming into your life by the end of the month. If you guys are in a relationship, I do see lots of romance sprouting, especially by the end of the month. If you guys are absolutely not going on any dates and that's something that you don't want to look forward to at all, I do see it being around friends since we have the Three of Cups. But I do see the month of March being a very enjoyable month, especially being around friends and being around loved ones is a very enjoyable time. We do have the planet here of love, so for most of you guys, if you are single, you're definitely going to be going on a special date. If you guys are in a relationship, I do see, you know, again, love sprouting and being really nice, especially being in Pisces over here. This is like very comforting. We feel really good. Sometimes the fish have a tendency to kind of get a little snappy, so do watch out about the snappiness when we have, you know, when we're trying to balance out our life. We're trying to balance out all the different things that we're going on, because maybe it's a little bit stressful to try to balance everything out. Don't get snappy. It's just saying don't get snappy about it. Deal with it with love. Handle it with love, and things are going to go very, very well. And it's like the yin-yang, because Pisces is kind of the symbol. It's the yin-yang sort of fish, the koi fish that kind of swim around. So this is like, I really feel like if you guys are single, you're going on a date with someone pretty special. If you guys are in a relationship, I do see you guys kind of balancing out and finding this yin-yang perfect balance sort of energy again by the end of the month. The next two cards that we have is heart-to-heart conversations, being right side up. And then we have this could be the one, but this one is reversed. So heart-to-heart conversations, I do feel like you guys really need to express your emotions to somebody. I really feel like you really need to let out all of your feelings. Don't get snappy about nothing. Have a heart-to-heart conversation. Deal with it with a Venusian type of energy, Venus type of energy, which is like really express your love. It's a bit dainty. It's like caring and like, you know, embracing. And then we have Pisces again, which is like, you know, deal with this, like let out your emotions, let out your deep emotions. Then with this could be the one being reversed. Don't jump into anything right away. If you guys are single and going on a really special date, wait. Don't jump into it right away. Don't let your emotions get too overwhelmed right away. If you guys are currently in a relationship, having this upside down, don't make any sort of rash decisions, especially if you guys are feeling a little bit like left out for a week out of the month. Don't let that get the best of you. Don't let it ruin your mood, is basically what that card is trying to tell me. And you guys. The next card that we have is the Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. So anything that you guys think about in the month of March can be a possibility. So again, don't let any crazy emotions out. Handle everything with love, because whatever web you weave in the month of March is going to be the web that you have to have as your home. So make sure you know what web you're weaving. Don't jump into anything right away before you know somebody, because if you weave that web, then you're with that person like for a little while now. Like, you've weaved the web. So watch out what you're weaving in the month of March, and weave what you love. And in weaving what you love, you're gonna have a great month. The fact that this card comes right side up, I feel like most of you are gonna be weaving a web of love, and you don't have to worry about much, and you're gonna be able to sit and soak and bask in that web of love for a little while. The next two cards that we have is Stone People, Vigilance upside down. And then we have Dawn, which is New Beginnings upside down. So Stone People being upside down, this is about really getting past your own walls that you put up and really expressing your emotions, opening up to your emotions, letting down those walls, opening up your heart. The Dawn, New Beginnings being upside down, this is telling me that, you know, it's time to really balance out what you currently have. Yes, there could be a potential new beginning if you guys are single, but don't jump into it right away. It's again saying don't jump into it right away. See how it goes and take it slow. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys in the month of March for your love prediction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! All right, so pile number 4. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your March love prediction. So let's hop right into this, starting now. All right, so pile number 4. This is what I'm seeing for you guys. So again, do not be ever disappointed when reversals pop up. I really don't try to actually have so many reversals. I just let the energy of whatever the cards want to say come up. I don't ever choose who gets reversals and who doesn't. It just comes up how it comes up. The fact that we have a lot of reversals here, I do want to mention sometimes when cards are in reverse, they're actually technically better than the right side up version, sometimes in some cases. Here, though, we have Ace of Swords being reversed, we have Page of Wands being reversed, Six of Cups being reversed, and then Justice being reversed. Immediately, guys, I'm getting that you are stuck in the past. Sometimes reversals can indicate that you're too attached to the past. And the fact that we have Six of Cups coming up, which directly talks about the past, you guys are a little bit too attached to the past right now. And in order to turn over the energy of these cards, because you guys can always turn over the energy of any reading, this reading is just saying that this is the current energy that you may possibly be in at the very moment. It is definitely possible to turn over these cards. Again, it is a general reading, so don't ever take anything too seriously unless it really resonates with you. Then of course there's a message in there for you, but this is changeable if you understand what's kind of happening in the energetic form of these. So Ace of Swords being reversed over here, I feel like there's a lot on your mind. There's a lot that you want to say. There is a cord that you are not ready to cut. Ace of Swords being upside down is like we're attached to something and we're not ready to let it go. So that's immediately coming up. So the month of March, I feel like you guys are maybe stuck in the past about something and you're not ready to let it go. Or again, it's Mercury retrograde right now, so maybe the past is popping up and we're just like, we don't know how to deal with it. We don't know what to do. So let's go further into this so we can get more clarity on what's going on. The Page of Wands being reversed over here, this is like our inspirations are a little bit down. We get some, this is possibly also getting certain impulses in our mind and being like, ooh, I should do this, I should act on this. But then it's like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to do that. So it's like the unsurety of like, do I act on it or do I not act on it? Or do I act like I'm feeling these impulses, but maybe I shouldn't do them? Like, what do I do? It's that kind of energy. The Six of Cups being reversed over here is being constantly reminiscing about the past, thinking about the past, thinking about, oh, I should have said this, I should have done that. Especially with Ace of Swords being upside down, this is like regretting what we said, regretting what we did, maybe possibly even thinking about like, oh, if I just would have done it this way, it would be different. Or if I just would have said that, I could be in a different scenario right now. Like, it's really kind of thinking about these certain things. Justice being reversed is feeling like things are a bit unfair right now. You feel like the scales are tipped. You feel like somehow this is unfair, whatever's happening. It doesn't feel right. Justice upside down is also sometimes when we don't see the truth behind a situation and we're being a little bit, we're seeing something in a false light. It can also indicate that. So yeah, let's add some more cards in here so we can get some more clarity about what's going on. So we have Share Your Voice reversed again, and then we have Protection reversed again. So again, cards come up reversed because they have a very specific message they need to say. They're not ever doing it to be negative. It's just saying the current energies that are going on. It just adds more enlightening information to a reading. So Share Your Voice being upside down, maybe you feel like you can't talk about certain things right now with the Ace of Swords, especially with the Ace of Swords being reversed as well. So this is feeling like you have a lot that you want to say. The water over here is telling me that you have a lot of emotions going on, but maybe you feel like you can't express yourself for some reason. And then we have protection being reversed. Maybe we feel like our heart was open, we got a bit wounded, we're feeling the past. So, this is the current energy. Let's add some more cards and find out what is next. So we have the first house, house guys. There's no T at the end of house. And then we have the fourth house. So the first house over here, this is like battles within the self. This is like really thinking about what do I want? It's who you are, your desires, your actions. So there might have been some actions that you took that maybe you're rethinking. You're rethinking your desires. You're thinking deeply about who you are, how you've come across the current circumstances that you're in. All of that jazz. And then over here we have the fourth house, which is, this talks about directly like the home life that you have. This can be talking directly about certain family members that you have. So this can be getting support from family members, getting advice from your family. This can also be thinking about the future of like of a certain person that maybe you're really attached to, because this can also be talking about someone who makes you feel a lot of emotions, because the fourth house is ruled by Cancer, which is like feeling a lot of energy, feeling a lot of emotions. And this is like really trying to sort through them. And I feel like it's a little bit confusing, especially with like the cards that we have up here. This is really feeling like the scales are tipsy-turvy. Like one minute we feel like, yeah, it's good that this person is gone, or it's good that the past happened the way it did. But then there's another part of it where the scales tip again and you're like, wait a minute, no, I regret everything. I don't want any of that. Like, it's all of these emotions coming up. But the first house, this is like really focusing on your actions, your desires, and who you are. Our next two cards over here, again, they're upside down, but they always have meaning when they come up this way. There's always a reason why, and it's never, I want you guys to know, it's never to be negative, it's to add insight, okay? So love yourself first being reversed. I think you're putting too much attention outside of you when we have the first house and then we have love yourself first, right above it, being reversed, is like you are giving away your energy by being so focused on the past. You need to really sit down, focus on you, love yourself, give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a hug. This is really about doing that right now. And in doing that, I feel like you guys are going to free yourself from the current confines, because right now you guys are too stuck in the past. You need to free yourself. And in freeing yourself, this is about loving yourself. Loving yourself first. Don't get stuck on the past, because there's no point in fixing the past if you currently do not love yourself. I know this sounds really cliche. We hear it all the time about love yourself first. It's really saying that. Like this, you really need to focus on you, especially we have the first house over here. Love yourself first. Do all of that. You will feel free at the end. And let's see what the outcome of feeling free is once you love yourself. Oh, and we have a right side up card, the Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. Oh, that's powerful. Oh, that hit me right in the feels. That's really nice. So this card coming up, you have magic flowing through your veins, and you guys really need to realize that. The message of this is let go of the past. It is okay to cut those cords. Free yourself. Love yourself to free yourself. And in loving yourself, you will free yourself, and you'll realize that magic flows through you at every second of every moment. You do not need a specific person. You don't need anything outside of you in order to feel love. You don't need anything outside of you to feel like you are worthy. You are worthy no matter what. Magic is flowing through those veins of yours, and you have ultimate potential. You can create any reality you want. Love yourself first, free yourself, let go of the past. And let's see what our last two cards are. We have Waterfall, Effortless, reversed, and then we have Spring Equinox, Rebirth, right side up. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful ending. So Waterfall being reversed, Effortless. I feel like you're going to have a rush of emotions when this happens, and you're going to be able to let it all out. Being upside down is like, it's not necessarily effortless. It's going to require some effort. That's why it's upside down. It's going to require some effort. But in doing this and getting over this, oh my gosh, the beautiful rebirth that we have. And we have the spring equinox over here, which is happening. Doesn't the spring equinox happen in March? Am I just like making shit up, or does it actually happen in March? I'm quite sure the spring equinox happens, on March 21st? Rebirth. Guys, the end of March 21st, that spring equinox, you're going to have a whole rebirth of the self. You're going to realize that, oh my gosh, your worth is insurmountable. Your potential, insurmountable. Magic works through you. You can create the reality of your dreams. You can create your desires. This is going to be the big realization by the end of March. So yes, the beginning of March starts off a little bit topsy-turvy. It's about really letting go of the past, getting over the past. By the end of March is like beautiful rebirth, growth, amazingness, connectiveness, loving yourself, feeling so good. Like, she seems so confident. She has all of this like beautiful nature growing around her. She realizes her power. Magic is definitely flowing through her. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys for the month of March. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. Bye.